So tonight's class is focused on slowing down, and I was wanting to share a little fact with you that a mouse has a heartbeat of about 250 beats per minute and on average lives about 5 years, where a desert tortoise has a heartbeat of about 6 beats per minute and lives 177 years, which is quite a long time, and that's on average. So I guess some even live longer than that. But that's an interesting fact, and I think there is some merit in slowing down. And so sometimes I like to think about slowing down the breath or the body or the thinking, the pace of life, and using yoga to accomplish a bit of that. So with that in mind, let's begin practice. Bring your hands together, pressing the palms together and equalizing the pressure between the palms. Lengthen out from the wrists to the elbows to the shoulders. And take a nice full breath in. Hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Inhale, fill the body. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. One more full breath in. Hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And let your palms come to your thighs. Just staying with the breath now, letting the inhale be a little fuller, a little deeper, and the exhale be a little longer. Receiving the in-breath, releasing the out-breath. Slowing the breath down by letting it be a little fuller on the in-breath, a nice long in-breath, and a slow letting go, releasing out-breath. Finishing the cycle you're on and taking one more. Returning to the natural breath and bringing the attention over the heart. And just checking in with your emotional body this evening and how you're doing. And if you find joy, feeling grateful for that experience in your life. And if there's a more challenging emotion, bringing a bit of kindness to that. A promise to care for yourself. Feel the length of the spine reaching up from the tailbone through the crown. And drop your right ear towards your right shoulder and gently roll the chin down towards the chest, lengthening out the back of the neck. Let the left ear roll over the left shoulder. Gently roll it down, chin towards chest, and up over the right shoulder. Back through the center. Then roll your shoulders forward, up towards the ears, lifting the crown, and let the shoulder blades land on the back. Another shoulder roll or two. And then bring your palms together. Exhale here. Inhale, press the palms up and bloom the hands in a lotus, fill the back body. Exhale down. Inhale, lotus. Exhale down. Inhale, lotus. Exhale down. Inhale, reach all the way to the sky. Thumbs back, open the chest in a rainbow. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, namaste. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thumbs back, arms open and down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, home. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Reach the arms out into a T and drop that right hand to the mat, sweeping the left arm over. Press into that hand so you push the other hip down. Feel the ribs on the left. And exhale. Reach through the center. Drop that left hand to the mat. Press into the mat. Sweep the top arm over. Feel the ribs. And release. Inhale up and side bend. Inhale, sweep the arms and side bend. Coming back to the center, drop one hand to the inside of the knee and sweep the other arm open, rotating the spine back. Come through center, drop the other hand, and open the other direction. Once more each side, drop the hand to the inside of the knee for a little bit of traction, and then press the curtain back as you rotate the spine and the gaze off to the right. Inhale through center, exhale, twist to the left. And release. Come on over onto your knees and come into a wide knee child's pose. So let the toes come together. The knees are apart so that your body can kind of come between your thighs. Then walk your hands forward and crawl the fingers forward, lengthening out as your tailbone sits heavy on your heels. Crawling the fingers forward to let the chest rest low between the thighs. Big breath into the back body here. And let it go. Option to soften the elbows towards the earth or bring your hands underneath your forehead or on a block. And breathe here into the back body for 2 or 3 breaths. And then reach those hands forward all the way as they're crawling forward, and slowly work the hands off to the left side, bringing the right hand over the left wrist. Breathe into the ribs on the right and release. Inhale as you walk through the center, going off towards the right side until your left hand rests on the right wrist. Let the hips be heavy on the left. Big breath into the ribs and release. Walk your hands back to center, lengthen out one more time. And then slowly bring the hands back towards the knees. Bring the knees together. Tuck the toes. Let the soles of the feet get a little bit of a stretch there. And then reach your left hand back onto the heel and sweep up into a dancing camel, turning your gaze towards the left. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. Inhale and switch. The right hand goes to the heel and gaze towards the right heel. Inhale and switch. Inhale and switch. And you can continue to do that, or you can also bring your hands right onto your glutes. Draw the elbows back, squeeze the glutes and lift the heart. And if you have enough back bend energy in you, you can also drop your hands on your heels, coming into more full camel. Breathing, squeezing the glutes to keep the low back safe. And then lifting up and coming into our table. Plant your hands underneath your shoulder points so you have a nice flat back for your table. This is one of the most important practices for our backs. Kick that right heel back and long and add the left thumb up to the sky. We're going to do a little bird dog here. Inhale in this position. Exhale, arch the back and bring the elbow and knee together. Inhale out. Exhale up. Inhale out. And together. And again. Once more. Then place the left hand down, the ball of the right foot to the mat, and take a bit of a calf stretch here, letting that heel drop. Stretch out the sole of the foot and the calf. Kickstand the left foot out, inner blade of the right foot comes down to the mat. Sweep that right hand up to the sky for a side plank. Option to lift that heel, stretch that arm overhead, breathe into the ribs there. Drop that foot down and sweep on over in a gate posture, staying in that one plane. Windmill the hands back to the mat and the knees as well. Cleansing breath. Let's take those moves on the other side. Kick that left heel back, right thumb to the sky. Have your gaze be just over the edge of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, arch the back, elbow to knee. Inhale, open, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more. One more. And bring that right hand down to the mat. The ball of the left foot down to the mat, and get your calf stretch in. And then kickstand that right foot out. Come to the inner blade of the left foot. And reach up for your side plank. Float that left heel, left arm over the ear. Breathe into the left ribs. And sweep over in your gate posture. Staying in that plane, squeezing the glute on the right, and windmill back into your table. Walk your hands forward and come on down into your tummy. Place your hands underneath the shoulder point, zip the legs together. We'll take Shalabhasana. The goal here is to be quite long, so really lengthen out through your tippy toes and through the crown of your head. Just a soft bit of energy into your hands. And breathe as you lengthen, and just a little lift here. And breathe. Then go ahead and bring the hands right alongside your hips, like you're drinking nectar from a flower. And again, lifting and lengthening. Breathing. Bring the hands underneath the forehead, cleansing breath and rest. Next option, you can again bring your hands alongside the hips, or you can interlace them behind the sacrum. Draw the shoulders down, hands down. Lift through the heels just a bit and lengthen out, toe to crown, and breathing. Release those hands underneath the forehead. Bend the knees. Widen the heels in a wiper action, left and right. Releasing any tension in the low back. And let your feet go long. Bring your hands underneath your shoulder points. Push your hips back. And walk back towards your knees. Again, we'll bring our heels together. Tuck the toes and just sit back on your heels here for a little bit of a stretch there. And then push your knees up, coming into a squat. And let your hips come up as you come into your forward fold. Little softness in the knees as needed. Come to a halfway lift. Lengthen out as you press on your shins. Let the shoulder blades slide down the back, the crown reach forward. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, sweep those arms behind you. Rise up, tall mountain, and release. Beautiful. Okay, we've done some of our mat practice, and now let's do our balance posture for this evening, which is going to be star. And so just think about your energy going through your right leg and really getting solid down into that leg, and then adding the limbs, one arm at a time and the foot. And then imagine that energy coming right here from your dantian or chi, and just reaching out in all directions, keeping a strong star, a little softness in the standing leg and the knee, and breathing. Taking 2 or 3 breaths here. And switching the foot. Okay. If we fall out of balance, it's never an issue because it's a practice, right? So land in your other leg and find your limbs. And then strengthen out from that center of you, letting that whole star just happen. A little softness in the standing leg, and breathe. Beautiful. Let's do it again on the other side. And star, floating that heel. And now star on your left leg. And release. Great job. And if you're feeling any tension building in your legs, feel free to shake them out a little bit or soften back and forth between them. Then let's come to the top of our mat. We'll begin some flow practice. We have some fun flow tonight. Surya Namaskara C, our sun salutation C is where we'll begin. Find your mountain posture. Mountain means that you're landing in your heels. Feet are parallel with the long edge of the mat. Starting here, feel the spine lengthen up and the breath become your focus. Inhale, fill. Exhale, narrow the throat a little by pressing the tongue up towards the soft palate, and exhale. Continue this Ujjayi breath. Inhale, sweep the arms tall. Exhale, float down. Bending at the hip, inhale halfway. Exhale, fold and step the right foot back, bringing that knee to the mat for a low lunge. Sweep the arms up in a V, that victory arms, and let the hips sink towards that forward heel as the heart lifts a bit. Then we're going to take eagle arms. Bring the left arm underneath the right, and you can bring the backs of your palms together, or if you can do the double, go ahead and bring the palms together. Now, sturdy up the base of your posture. If you're finding that you're getting wobbly because of the arms, then come back to the base of your posture. Push the front heel forward, push the back knee, or tuck the back toes and push them away from each other, and that'll really sturdy up your posture. Left arm under right, eagle arms. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. And down. Unfold the arms. Lift the heart. Squeeze those glutes. Victory arms. Exhale, sweep the right arm underneath the left. Eagle arms. Inhale up. Exhale, down. And lift. And down. And lift. And release. Victory arms. Exhale, frame the foot. And take that left foot all the way to a three-legged dog. Kick it up into the sky. Beautiful. Nice and tall. Slowly float yourself down, three-legged plank. Plant that left foot down and take your knees, chest, chin flow. Keep the elbows in, lift the heart, shining forward in cobra. Exhale, soften, tuck the toes, lift the hips, push them back. Lift the knees, down dog. If this is our first down dog tonight, let's take a moment to settle in it. Let your fingers be spread wide. the weight being at the base of your thumbs and the first two fingers. Let the heels slowly come down towards the mat, the chest reaching back towards the thighs. Inhale, lift that right foot up, bend the knees, stack the hips, take your fire hydrant. Bring that right knee behind the right wrist. We're going to take a pigeon here. I like a block underneath my right hand as I scoot that right shin forward. This helps me get a little deeper stretch in the outer right hip. Lengthen up from that hip right through the crown. And breathe with that stretch. One more breath in pigeon. And then frame your hands out. Push that right foot back to three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it forward between the hands. Runner's lunge, and then twist right hand to the sky. Bring that right hand down. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. And release. A little empty coat sleeves as we transition into the second side. We'll take the same flow, but we'll do it on the other side. Finding your mountain, your breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding at the hip, flat back. Float the heart down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back on the left. The left knee goes down. Sweep those arms up in victory arms. Option to tuck the back toes so you have a little tension between the front heel and the back toes. Let that heart lift and the hips sink. Sweep into the eagle arms. Inhale, lift the arms and release. Lift with the breath and release. Lift and release, opening back to your victory arms. Exhale, switch arms, other hand under. Inhale, lift and release. Lift and release. Lift and let go. Open to victory arms. Sink the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, fold the hands to the mat. Step that right foot all the way back and up. Three-legged dog. Slowly float down to your three-legged plank. Land the right foot. Take your knees, chest and chin to the earth. Inhale, roll up into cobra. Exhale, meet me in down dog. Float the left foot up, stack the hips as you bend the left knee, fire hydrant. Then bring that left knee in front of the left wrist. Option to bring that shin forward. Again, I like to use a block underneath my left hand on this side. You can also even tuck the back toes to intensify that stretch a little bit more in the outer left hip. Breathing here. One more breath. Then bringing that foot back just a little bit, plant your hands and push that left foot back up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Runner's lunge twist, right hand down, left arm up. Bring the left hand down and exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, nice flat back. Find the breath in the low belly. Take a nice breath here. Exhale, scoop it in. Inhale, fill. Exhale, scoop it in. Exhale is inhale, fill. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep your arms behind you, squeeze your glutes, lift, reaching for the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. And release, empty coat sleeves. Shake out the limbs that might be holding tension. Good job. Take a breather. Let yourself just kind of absorb your practice. As you prepare for our next flow, we'll again come to the top of our mat for another C series, doing some of the same moves and yet some different. Feel yourself land in your heels. Weight in the heels, spread the toes. Feel that sturdiness of your feet on the earth. Press the feet a little bit away from each other on your sticky mat. Feel the joints stacking, the breath in your body. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold at the hips, floating the hands down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and step back on the right, coming to a runner's lunge. Take a block with you right to the inside of that left foot. We're going to alternate between two positions, and that is runner's lunge with a lifted heart. Offset a little weight onto that block so you can really play with that position, drawing that back kneecap right up the leg. And then exhale, draw that left hip way back like a really extended pyramid, okay? Let there be a little space between the abdomen and the top of that left thigh. And then exhale, sink back into your runner's lunge. And play with that with the breath. Inhale here. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Take as long as you want in any position as you come between these two positions. And when you're ready, come into your runner's lunge. Remember, 2 lanes of traffic, okay? The left and right foot are like railroad tracks. And set your block aside. Press those 2 feet away from each other. Let the right hand come down, the left hand come up to the sky. Now it's going to get a little interesting as we lift off of that right hand, coming into a revolved warrior 2. If you feel any unsteadiness, use a chair or block to help stabilize your pose. Sweep that left arm forward, coming to your crescent lunge. Drop the back heel and open into warrior 2. So your toes on the back foot are at about 3 o'clock and the toes at the front at 12 o'clock. Keep the knee right over the ankle. Flip that front hand up, reverse or proud warrior. Drop the elbow to the knee, extended side angle. Back to warrior 2. 1 or 2 breaths there. Lift the back heel, coming to crescent lunge. We're working our way back to the mat here. Drop the left arm back for a revolved warrior 2 and slowly bring that right hand back to the mat. Runner's lunge twist. Left hand frames the foot. Step back for your plank. Take a flow or skip a flow. Knees, chest, chin, elbows in. Rotate the heart up. Exhale, come to down dog. Wag the tail a bit. Left and right, stretch out the side body. Inhale that right foot up and exhale, bring it forward between your hands. Runner's lunge. Right hand to the sky for the twist. Exhale it down and step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale a half lift. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees a bit, elbows into your hands. And rock the ragdoll. Sweeping the elbows a little bit left and right. Release the hands to the mat. Inhale for a half lift, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms behind you as you squeeze the glutes, lifting the heart. Exhale, hands to heart. And release. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take these positions on the other side as well. So finding yourself in your mountain, and maybe I'll take myself onto the other side of the mat so you can see it from the other side as well. Finding your mountain. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold and step back into your runner's lunge. Bring your block to the inside of the right foot. Here we are in our runner's lunge with a little weight off lifted onto the block. Let your hips sink a little bit, and you may notice one side is different than the other, and that's normal. Exhale, draw that right hip back, taking your pyramid posture. Try to keep the back relatively flat, and then as the knee comes forward, lift the heart a bit, and just play with that back and forth, whatever is comfortable for your legs. With the breath here, explore how your legs are feeling tonight and that stretch. The front of the left leg, the back of the right leg. When you're ready, settle into your runner's lunge, setting your block aside. Press the feet apart in those two lanes of traffic as you lift that right hand into the runner's lunge twist. Floating off the left hand now, coming up into your revolved warrior two. Sweep the back hand forward, crescent lunge. Drop the back heel, coming to warrior two on this side. Check in with that front knee, let it be right over the ankle. Reverse that warrior. And then drop the elbow to the knee, sweep the arm over, extended side angle. Reverse warrior. We'll work our way back now. Sweep that left hand up, coming to crescent lunge. Right hand back, revolved warrior two. Drop the left hand down to the mat. Runner's lunge twist. Right hand comes down, step back for your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. If any part of the practice doesn't feel right for you, please do skip it. Remember, this is a practice to serve your body and your experience. So my actions here are just a suggestion. Make sure and honor the experience you're having. Inhale that left foot up. Exhale, bring it forward between the hands. Leave the right hand down and take the left hand to the sky. Dragonfly twist. Left hand comes down, step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. And release. Very beautiful. Good job. Just take a breath or two as you settle. And we'll come into a little bit of practice in our standing postures. Coming off to one end of your mat. We'll begin by just reaching our arms up overhead, interlacing them. We're going to take a little bit of a side bend, and I want you to lift your heel to the side that you're reaching towards. That helps stretch out the side body here. So lift up your left heel as you sweep over to the left and release. Exhale off to the right heel lifted. Inhale up. Exhale towards the left heel lifted. And again, inhale and exhale off towards the right heel and release. Release the hands, place them on the hips, and then step out nice and wide with your feet so you get at least a full stride between your feet. Take your toes on the right here and turn them towards the top of the mat, softening into a warrior two on this side. We're going to come to triangle posture. So just make sure that the feet are in a single lane of traffic. The front heel intersects the back arch or the back heel. Straighten that front knee, float the hands out and down. I like to use a block on the outside of the foot, but you can also bring your hand to the inside of the calf, whatever is comfortable for you. And then let your breath really enter the body as you reach up and stay in that single plane. Feel somebody tugging on your ponytail a little bit to keep a little back bend energy in your pose. Soften the knee, sweep up warrior two. Let the shoulders be soft, the smile be present. Be kind to yourself. Front hand lifts and sweeps back, reverse warrior. One hand reaching for the sky, the other for the earth. And find the breath, keep it strong in the belly, all the core muscles engaged. These standing poses involve the whole body. Let the right hand reach back for the left interlacing and draw the hands down the back, shoulder blades together and down as you lift through the heart. We'll take humble warrior, strong footing, release the heart towards the earth, hands lift off the back and then release. Release the hands to the mat and walk your hands towards the back foot, turning the front foot towards toes towards the long edge of the mat. Walk all the way towards the back foot with your right hand on your left ankle, your left hand on your left hip, and let the heart turn towards a softened knee in a straddle fold twist. One or two breaths there. And then release your hands to the mat, coming back to the center of the mat. Walk the fingertips forward, the tailbone back. Let the head hang, releasing the neck as you nod yes and side to side. Hands back under the gaze, walking towards that left foot. Turn the toes towards the back edge of the mat. Bring your block into position if you'd like, and sweep up into your warrior two on this side. So for warrior two, the back toes are reaching off to 9 o'clock. The front heel intersects the arch of the back. And just let your arms be parallel to the earth, the spine perpendicular to the earth. Sometimes we lean a little forward, a little back. And take yourself into that best position for your warrior two. Straighten that front knee, float the hand out, Trikonasana, triangle posture. Feel that yourself press between those two panes of glass, a little energy in that back heel as it's weighted, a little lift in the top hand. Let yourself float back, warrior two. 2 or 3 breaths here. Keep the breathing going. Always involve all those muscles surrounding and wrapping your ribs, your abdomen, the pelvic floor. Use those exhales to really engage. Front hand floats over and reverse warrior. Squeeze the back glute and breathe. Reach. Breathe. top hand interlaces with the back hand. Draw the hands down, broaden across the collarbones, lift the heart and smile. Exhale, soften the heart towards the earth, humble warrior, lifting the hands. Release them to the mat. Walk your hands towards the back foot. Turn the toes on the left to meet the long edge of the mat. Walk your hands all the way to the right ankle or the right shin. Bring that left hand onto the right ankle, the right hand up to the hip. A softness in the knee as you straddle fold twist the heart towards the knee. Some of these stretches can be intense. Please surf the stretches and explore what works for you. Back away from any pain. Gently walk your hands underneath the gaze. And this time, let your hands come between the legs. A little bit more of an inversion for the neck. Nodding and releasing. And then walk your hands towards either end of the mat. Step the other foot back, coming to a plank posture. Holding in plank as you lift the hips just a little bit so you don't have a sway back. Lengthen the spine, rock a little on the toes, find your breath. 5 good breaths here. Bring your knees down anytime you need to. Let's keep our back safe. Shoulder blades drawn down the back. One more breath here. Release your knees to the mat and let your hips come down to the mat. Great job. Let your knees go off to one side. Walk your hands around towards the knees and right behind you. Plant the back hand, sweep the front hand up as you take a good squeeze in the glutes and lift the hips. That sliding rock star pose. Exhale, soften it down. Inhale, sweep it up. And release. Kick the feet out in front of you as you switch and bring the knees to the other side. Walk the hands towards the direction of the knees, planting the back hand down. Sweep the front hand up as you squeeze the glutes and lift through the heart. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. And release. Place your feet out in front of you. So we're going to come down onto our mat with a little control. Reach the hands forward, slowly unwind the spine down onto the mat, heels behind the hips. Roll the shoulders under. We're going to come into a bridge posture. Weight your heels a little. Find the breath in the body. Exhale the small of the back down. Inhale and roll that spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming to a bridge, knees towards each other, squeeze the glutes, press the heels and shoulders away, lift the chin. Engage the pelvic floor with the breath. Can you give me 3 more breaths? 2. 1 more. Slowly lift the heels and wiggle your tailbone towards your heels as you slowly bring your spine down. Take a block and slide it underneath your hips. Bring your knees in towards your chest and float those heels up to the sky. Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. Option to let the heels drift away from each other. We're into our restorative posture now. Just let yourself breathe and rest. Beginning to let go of your hard work. honoring your experience. Exhale, bring the heels back together and the knees towards the chest. Reach the hands between the knees for the big toes. Happy baby on a block. Gently release the feet and let the heels come down towards the earth. Lift up the hips, slide the block out from underneath you. Bring the knees into the hands and draw some circles on your back. Letting go of tension in the body. Continue that nice big in-breath and that slow, long exhale. Switch directions on your circle. Receiving the in-breath. Releasing the out-breath. Slide your hands down onto your shins. Let the knees fall apart, elbows out wide. Rock left and right. Comforting the low back. Let the left heel go long. The right knee comes in towards the chest. And walk your hands up the back of that leg. Circles with the ankle. And the other direction. And then gently take that right knee into your left hand as you bring it across the body and reach your right arm out towards the right side with the gaze. Take a breath in and soften and release. Letting that right shoulder drift towards the earth. In this long spinal twist. Place your hand under the right knee. Gently bring yourself towards center. Let that heel land as you draw the left knee in. The right one goes long. Walk your hands up the back of the left leg. Circles with the ankle. And then letting the left knee come across the body in the right hand. As it rolls open, reach out behind you with the left arm and the gaze. Take a big breath in and let go. Long spinal twist. And gently lift that with that right hand. The left leg comes back to the center. Begin to unwind the body. We're coming to our final resting posture, Shavasana. Let the arms and legs be a little away from the center of the body. Feel the length of the spine, the shoulder blades tucking under a bit so that the hands can roll open in a gesture of acceptance. Receive a big in-breath. Slowly release the out-breath and feel the body melting towards the earth. Letting go. Continue this breathing, arriving here and slowing your pace a bit, breath by breath, caring for the nervous system. Let the brow soften. Let the shoulders drift away from the ears and grow heavy towards the earth. Both arms growing heavy from shoulder to elbow, elbow to wrist, wrist to fingertips. Heavy, soft, and warm. Let there be a gentle smile on your face. A smile invites happiness, invites joy. Soften the tongue and the mouth. Let the eyes be smiling. Let the tongue be soft and heavy all the way down into the throat. Letting each breath help you land a little more here, taking up all the space you need. Heavy in your hips, from your hips to your knees, from your knees to your ankles, from your ankles to your tippy toes, arriving and landing. The earth is supporting you. Let gravity be your friend. Surrender to the earth. One more fuller breath. Release and let go. Resting your attention over the heart now. Breath by breath. Moment by moment. Caring for you. Begin to deepen your breath just a bit. Enjoying the stillness, perhaps beginning to find a little movement. Noticing the echo of your practice in your body. Lengthening out in a bit of a stretch or bringing your knees in towards your chest. Comforting the low back. When you're ready, join me in a seated posture to close our practice time together. Bringing your hands to heart center. Thank you for your presence and thank you for your practice. May you bring a bit of your practice into your week with peace. Om Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, friends, for joining. Have a beautiful week.